Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody? Okay. It is May 18th, Monday. This is going to be our Taekwondo practice for today. What we're going to be focusing on, if you're not a Taekwondo student, that's okay. You're still going to get something out of this today because we're focusing on our footwork and in particular our lateral movement. So moving side to side and how to correlate that with either Taekwondo sparring, our boxing practice, or a real fight. So we're going to talk a lot about distance management and getting on and off the center line, which is the line where you're fighting. So one person's here, one person's here. The center line is the straightest line between the two of you. So it's where all the fighting takes place, on that center line. So just keep that in mind. Looks like audio might not be working. Gosh. Good morning. Bentley, if you can hear me, let me know. Audio does sound fine. Okay. All right. It's just not showing on the screen. That's all right. Okay, perfect. So yeah, like I was saying, we're working on lateral movement, so moving side to side on and off the center line. So that's what our focus is going to be, and some combinations that we can work from that center line if we have time. But there's a lot of detail involved in just the movement part, so we'll see how far we get today. All right, so let's get going with our warm-up. Make sure you have a water bottle and all that good stuff. If you're rewatching this later, it is starting to get warmer outside. It's very important to stay hydrated, so make sure you're doing that not just right before you work out or right before you go to the gym, but throughout the day. Keep a water bottle with you and drink water throughout the day. Avoid the soda, avoid the Gatorade and stuff because that's high in sugar, and that's going to dehydrate you even faster. Gatorade's fine, but you have to mix it. So don't drink the full Gatorade. Cut it in half and then fill the rest up with water, because drink the full Gatorade is just like a sugary drink. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's get going with our warm-up. I'm going to put the timer on 3 minutes, and what we're going to do is get into our fighting stance and bounce up and down, and we're going to go over our 10 basic motions for sparring for Taekwondo, and that'll be our getting our body moving today. If you can, guys, I have 2 cones set up here. I'm sure you can see. This is going to represent my center line. If you can, have a pillow or 2 pillows or anything that can mark the center line, or you can use your imagination. Just imagine the center line. It's up to you. But we're going to be utilizing this. I just wanted some points of reference for you guys today. So I'm going to be using that quite a bit, but it's not mandatory. You don't need to use that. So just keep that in mind. We're going to go over our basic motions as we hop up and down. So get in your fighting stance, and you're bouncing on your feet. Okay, your heels shouldn't be touching the ground, and your hands are up. Okay, and I'm going to go over each motion 1 through 10. Remember, 1, we pick up that front foot and hop forward and move forward towards our opponent. 2, we pick up the back foot and hop backwards and move away from our opponent. So here's a side view. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, just like that. And you're moving. Okay, now 3 and 4. Okay, 3 is to your right side. I'm going to go in reverse. That way it makes sense on your angle. Okay, so 3 to your right side. Take your right foot, move it first, and then the left foot follows. So we're off the center line. And then 4, we're going to go back, take your front foot, move over. And we'll go 4 again. 4 and 3. Good. 5 and 6 are switch steps. So we take our back foot and we step forward. And then 6, we take our front foot and step backwards. So ready? 5 5, step forward. And 6, step backward. You're still bouncing this whole time. Don't rest. Okay? Now let's switch to the other side. And 5, step forward. And 6, step backward. Good. Switch back to the other side. 7 is our back kick step. So we turn and step through. Okay? And then we'll do a number 6 to get back to where we started. Okay? So we're here. 7, turn, step. 6, get back. All right, now I'm going to go a little faster on 7 here. 7 and 6. Okay? 7 is a back kick fake, or if you're in a real fight, you can throw a spinning back fist there, any spinning technique. Okay? Just practice on that. 8 is our cut kick, so we pick up our front foot and we hop. Okay? Also known as a check or lead leg side kick. So side view, number 8. Pick up that foot, just get it in the way. Okay, one more time. 8. Okay, that's all it is. Just like a feeler. Keep our opponent away. 9, we skip forward. Okay, side view here. Bring my back foot up and my front foot goes afterwards. Okay, skipping motion. Just like our fast kick. Okay, so 9, forward, 10, backward. And that's it. Good job. Catch your breath. Hands on your waist. Neck rotations. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip rotations. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side stretch. Hand up high. Stretch over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm across. Give it a pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Hop down on one knee. And we're going to do our lunge stretch. So extend this leg out. And then rock your body forward. Keep your chest high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, extend this leg and your back leg straight. Put your hands on the ground and go as low as you can in your front split. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, switch them. Put the other leg out straight. Rock that knee forward, chest high, hips low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, extend both legs out straight. Again, go as low as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, onto your knees. And let's do an inverted butterfly stretch. So keep your knees on the ground. You're going to put your elbows on the ground and then open your knees up as wide as you can. Okay, so elbows down. Spread your knees out. Get your hips as low to the ground as you can without rocking forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And now a regular straddle stretch, so up on your feet and open those legs up as wide as you can. Stretch down to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake out everything. All right, now we're going to focus on that side-to-side motion, that lateral motion I was talking about. Okay. So again, we have our center line here. Okay. So if you're on your line, move up a little. If you're on your line, okay, you're in your fighting stance. The opposite side of you is where your opponent would be. Okay. So in your fighting stance, there's my opponent. The fastest way to hit them is that line. Okay. Straight techniques get there the quickest. So that's your center line. We're going to practice getting off that line today. So first, we already did 3 and 4 during the warm-up, but I want to go over those a little more in detail just to be certain you got it down first. Okay, so to start it out, the way I teach beginners is this way. We're going to just step. There's no hopping involved here. We're going to take our back foot, step over to our right side. Okay, I'm in reverse, so it makes more sense for you guys. So just follow and move exactly where I'm moving. Okay, so my back foot steps over, off the line, and then my front foot is going to follow it again off the line. So now I move completely off the center line. Okay, let's try that again. Reset. Back foot steps, front foot follows. And I kept that same stance, and I still have good balance even in between the motion. Okay, now back to that center line. And now we're going to practice moving to our left side. Okay, so now my front foot will move first because I'm going that direction. So I step with my front foot here, and then my other foot follows it. And again, I'm still in my fighting stance, and now I'm off that line. Both feet off the line. Now I go back, my back foot, then my front foot. Okay? So what I want us to do is just practice that a couple of times. Make sure we have this motion down. Okay? So follow along with me. We're going to go this way first. Ready? Step and step. Now we got to go back to the line. So we go step and step. We're going to go this way. Step and step. And we're going to go back to the line. If I move this foot first, now my feet are crossed up and I do not have that same balance. So that's not a good step there. I want to step with my back foot. If I get hit in the middle of this transition, I still have balance. I can still shift my weight between each foot. My legs aren't crossed up. So it's very important that you guys keep that in mind when you're moving. If I switch stances, it wouldn't matter. If I'm going this way, that foot has to move first so I don't get crossed up like this. This is a bad day for me if I get caught by my opponent in this position because there's not a lot I can do to defend myself at this point. I can't get any power in my punches. I can't even throw a kick from here. So we want to be here, then here. And then we go back here, then here. We go over this way, here, then here. And we go back here and here. So let's switch back to the other stance. Now, we're going to add that hop, okay? In Taekwondo, there's a lot of hopping motions. If you're in boxing, you probably don't want to do that too much. Just want to keep that base so you can throw your punches, okay? But a couple boxers do hopping motions and have success with it. So if you want to practice this, feel free. All right, so we still move that same foot first, just like we did before, but now we're going to jump with it a little bit, just like a skip, okay? So let's try that. Ready? We go this way first, little hop. And now we go back the other way. So now the other foot goes back to the line. Now I'm going this way, off the line, to the line, off the line, to the line, off the line, to the line. And now let's switch our feet, because we do that a lot in Taekwondo. Let's go off the line, to the line, off the line, to the line. Okay? It's just the same motion, but we're moving a little faster, and there's a little hop to it. Okay? Now, switch back. Okay, now, when we move off the line like that, we've dodged completely, but I don't have a good angle at my opponent, because my body's facing this way, but they probably moved in, okay, towards me. So to kick them, I'd have to like really turn my body, or I'd have to go from here with the front leg, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn our body 90 degrees. Right now, when we're in our fighting stance, my chest is facing this wall. When I step this way, I'm gonna step my foot here. And now my chest is facing forward. And my fighting stance is now facing my opponent that has moved in, okay? So again, we're here, and instead of moving straight to the side, we're gonna turn our body 90 degrees, okay? One more time. The regular number 3, we just move our whole body over a step. This modified one, we turn as we step so we face our opponents, okay? It's a big difference because it changes the dynamic, okay? So, let's practice that. We're gonna move this way. My back foot, instead of stepping straight sideways, is gonna step forward and to the side. Here. And I see how I moved my front foot and I jumped with it, okay? Now, both feet are off that center line, okay? So for Taekwondo range, it's important we get both feet off because we need to be in kicking range. Okay, so one more time. Step, hop out. Now, if you're a boxing student, you don't need that much distance. Okay, so you're going to keep this front foot on the line and just step your back foot off the line because you can punch right there. So let me show you. My arm is about this long, right? So punching range is at the end of that. That's how far I need to be from my opponent to land punches, okay? Kicking range is about double that, okay? My arm comes about as far as my knee, okay? So I need a little more space to stay in the kicking range. That's why there's a difference. When I hop this way for kicking range, both feet move off the line. So I have that extra length I need. If I'm boxing, I don't need that much space. So I just keep that front foot on the center line, and then I can throw hooks, uppercuts, whatever I want from that position. I'm still in range for my punches to land. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna practice just this side, just this motion. If you're a Taekwondo student, you wanna practice your kicking range, move both feet off the line. If you're a boxing student or a gym ninja student, you wanna practice your boxing range, move only your back foot off the line. Let's try it. I'll count 5 times. We'll do it 5 times. So we're here. 1, hop to the side, off the line. Good. 2, boxing range. I just turn my back foot over. 3, Taekwondo range, both feet. 4, boxing range. And 5, Taekwondo range. Bang. Okay? Very good. Now we're going to move to our back side. Okay? When we move our backside, instead of my chest facing this way, it's going to face this wall behind me. I'm going to kick my back foot out here. Okay? One more time. Taekwondo range, both feet move off the line. I kick my back foot this way. Boxing range, I would just turn and keep that front foot as close to that center line as I can so I can keep throwing those punches. So now we're going to turn to the backside 5 times. Ready? We're here in our fighting stance. 1, kick it out, Taekwondo range. 2, boxing range. 3, Taekwondo. 4, boxing. And 5. Okay, very nice. Next, we're going to add something to that. Okay? So we're going to go real slow on this one. This one's a little more advanced. So if you're one of my beginner students, white to orange belt, or white shirt to orange shirt for gym ninjas, or white shirt in champs boxing, this one's going to be a little more complicated. So just try your best. If you mess up, it's not the end of the world. You'll get better at it. All right, so now we're going to move off the line and switch our feet, which is tough to do. Okay, so it's a couple of steps. So if we go this way, we're going to move our back foot here, up, just like we did before, and then we slide our front foot and make it our back. So it's 2 steps. Okay, so we're here. We go 1, 2. Okay, one more time. 1, 2. We reset. Let's try it again. Step up, step back. Okay. Again, step up, step back. One more time. Step up, step back. Good. When would you use this? Okay. Perfect example. In Taekwondo, when our opponent comes at us, we move off the line and take our backhand, throw an overhand. Bang, there. Then we step back with that other foot, get kicking distance. Then we fire a round kick, or you can throw a spinning technique. A lot of different stuff you can do from there. So you're 1, avoiding contact here, 2, countering with your punch, and then getting set for more offense afterwards. Okay? So let's try that one more time. Okay? We're here. Step 1, step 2. And reset. Again, one more time. Step 1, step 2. Good. Now let's try that on the other side. So switch your legs. You're in your fighting stance here. We're going to step up. 1, 2. Now we're off that line. Okay? Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. And one more time. 1, 2. There we go. Okay? So we have a couple different ways to do that number 3 and number 4. The regular way, just moving our whole body to a side. Okay? Just moving our whole body to a side. We have that 90-degree angle turn for kicking range, and we have that 90-degree angle turn for punching range. And then we have our switch step. 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. So what I want you guys to do is practice those variations of 3 and 4, moving to the right and to the left. And the more you do them, the better you're going to get at them. And I promise they will pay off in sparring for sure, especially sports sparring. A lot of fighters right now, it's very popular to utilize your lead leg to manage distance. You're going to see a lot of guys at tournaments and things like that utilizing that front leg. And if you don't have an answer for the front leg, it's going to be a long day for you. It's going to be tough because they're going to use that lead leg to keep you away and then land their power shots. But if you can get off that center line, because that lead leg comes in straight, okay? So if you can get out of the way of that front leg, it's going to save you from taking a lot of shots right down the middle, okay? And same thing for boxing-wise. Jab is one of the most important punches that you're going to see. A lot of guys that have really good jabs do really well. So being able to get out of the way of that jab and just give them a different angle to come at you is going to be in your best interest. So practice getting off that center line to make yourself better balanced with your movement, because a lot of guys just stand still and freeze up. So you don't want to be one of those. If you have any questions about what we went over, let me know, and I will go back over that. Otherwise, we'll probably end the stream here. Yes, don't forget the parent meeting today on our Facebook Live. It'll be from 1 to 1:30. We're going to be going over our potential outdoor class on Friday out here at the parking lot. And then also we're going to be talking about our day camps and all that stuff. So a lot of big news as we get closer and closer to potentially being able to open for regular classes. We're going to do our best to get you guys here on the mat, or at least face-to-face with us with some distance, obviously. But we want to do as much as we can for you guys, because this is what Coach Dust and I really love to do. And it's been fun figuring out all these online avenue classes. It's been a teaching challenge to for both of us to come up with lesson plans and things like that we can't be there to physically help you guys with. It's been a fun challenge, but I'm ready to get back to regular classes, see you guys, and see who's improved over this breakdown. So don't forget that. Coach Hesson will be back at 11:30 with his boxing lesson, and then I'll be back with Coach Hesson at 12:15 for our conditioning workout. And then at 1 to 1:30, we have our parent meeting. So check us out on Facebook Live there. That will not be on the YouTube stream. That will be on Facebook Live. I don't think anybody has questions because I haven't seen any. So we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.